The principle of intersectionality is critical to the work of the ARC network as we think about gender and how we close gender disparities in science and representation in the professoriate. Intersectionality is an old idea. It's something that we've been talking about for a long period of time. It's really important that we think about not only gender by itself, but how does gender intersect with other marginalized identities? How do we see differences that maybe we would miss if we don't disaggregate data and think about what are the unique experiences of women of color or of Black women in science or Latino women? When we use intersectionality as a frame, it pushes back against the notion that individuals can be placed into buckets based on their identities. We don't experience marginalization just based on one of our identities, that we're composed of a lot of things all at one time. So yes, I am a woman and I walk through higher education as a woman, but at the same time, I'm a Black woman. And having both of these identities at the same time exposes me to a different form of marginalization. It exposes me to different structural barriers. It exposes me to a very different experience than somebody who might be a white woman or a Black man, because racism and sexism come together in very interesting ways to define people's experiences. The outcomes I would expect within the ARC network would be continued encouragement for institutions, for policy organizations, for researchers to disaggregate data in really creative and new ways. Participating in the ARC network, one of the first things that I intend to do that would bring attention to intersectionality is constantly reminding the team to be very intentional and thoughtful about who we're talking about. If we're developing something to increase access to the professoriate or success in the professoriate for women, is it touching all women equally, or is it benefiting some women uniquely and not necessarily helping all the women that want to help?